Hello everyone. It is Friday the 2nd of August and I've just got in from work. So, 2 months update here. Obviously I mentioned before I was in the middle of decorating. We're still in the middle of decorating most of the way through, hopefully. The upstairs is mostly done. I've still got stuff all over the place. So, I'm filming this upstairs. Sound will sound a bit weird because there's bits of furniture here, there and everywhere and not here where it should be. So, but we'll crack on, we'll make do. I have still been able to get some stitching done for June and the first half of July. I was able to work in my normal stitching setup, which is downstairs in the front room. And so I've got some notes. So in June I finished off page 38, which is over here somewhere, and then made a start on page 39, this is her sleeve coming down. So this is Aragorn's outfit. So that was June, and then in July I finished off page 39 and made a start on page 40. Whoops, go the wrong way. And I made a good start on that. I've just got that bit to finish off. Haven't started any yet in August. Tomorrow's a weekend. I'm going to try and make myself a setup up here where I can stitch on this one. I have been stitching up here, more to show you in a minute. So that's this one for now. I'm just going to relocate to where my other stitching is, and then I'll be back. It'll be the blink of an eye for you. See you in a minute. So, back again. Just set up in a different room. All my other stuff is, lighting's a bit odd. Well, we'll make do. Can't help the lighting. And the cat's downstairs having his after dinner sing. He's fine, he's not shut out of any rooms. In fact, we only have 2 interior doors at the moment. So, there's no way to shut yourself away. So, the reason I mention that is because he was yelling about something before and someone thought I was being a bit mean to him. So, here we have Away We Ride. It's by Blackbird Designs. And I started this earlier in the year. Did I start it last year? Can't remember. Didn't take a note of that one. Anyway, this was my morning stitch piece. I was working on it before I went to work in the morning, so it got about half an hour each day. Obviously, as I got closer to finishing it, I just worked on it. So, I finished this on the 19th of June. So, obviously once everything gets back to normal, I'm going to need to get some framing done. I have a few things, I've got a few things to show you. I've been productive. Let's see if I can do this without keep stopping and starting. So, after Away We Ride, I picked out RST House. It's from the Little House Needleworks Sampler House series from a couple of years ago. I've got all of them and steadily been working my way through. So this then became it's awful shadows. So this then became my morning piece and started that on the 20th of June and finished it on the 22nd of July. So then what do we have? Let's show you the one I switched to now. So this is my new morning piece. Been working on it this morning before I went to work. There we go. It's Gingerbread House number 1 from the Gingerbread House series by Country Cottage Needleworks. Hopefully I've got those the right way around. So, white. Why does white always look messy when I stitch it with 2 strands? I tell you, that's why I like doing full coverage pieces on high count fabric, because I don't have to do 2 strands of white. So there we go. That's I get about a strand of the colour done each morning ish. We had, was it last week? Last week we had the heating replaced. It's a fun thing to do, seeing as it was the hottest week of the year. So we've had the boiler and all the radiators replaced. You can see my shadow. So a lot of the time I was just stuck in a room trying to keep the cat calm, while people were running around drilling through holes through brick. Is very, very noisy. So he slept through most of it. I like to think it was because I was here keeping him calm. But I was doing some stitching, and I stitched on this. I also stitched, and I've nearly finished Pine Tree Cottage, and I completely forgot to bring it up to show you where I got to. So I'll show you that next month when it's a finish. That'll be even better, won't it? Just got backstitch to do. I've got about 2 days worth of backstitch left to do, I think. So, what else did I do? Got my notes here. New start. Because, see, I've been stitching these kind of bigger pieces, not so detailed pieces, because I can't get my big full coverage pieces out downstairs at the moment at all. And only just recently I've been able to stitch upstairs again, so keep myself occupied, but at least I've got a lot of stash to work with, and I'd grabbed things knowing that I was going to be on restricted whips. So this is Pond Lily by Nora Corbett. It's a different format chart now. I quite like these ones. They're quite nice to read on the inside because the paper's white, so I think the ink's dark blue on the chart. It just stands out nicely. It's easy to read. So here we are. I have got all the cross stitch finished. Where did we go? Oh yeah, I started this on the 22nd of June, and I finished the cross stitch on the 21st of July. So obviously backstitch, a little bit backstitch, not much, and beading to go. I'm going to save the beading until I can have a nice run at it, because I can shut the cat out of one of the rooms. Got new floors, I don't want him scratching them if he can't get to me. I think when I can get things straight and tidy, everything is just so stressful when you can't get anything just tidy and put things where they should be, because that's where you want them to go. So it's kind of all like that at the moment, and that is not the head I want to have on when I'm beading, because I don't want to pull the bead thread too tight and puck or anything. So I love her. I chose her because I bought the chart because I think she'll go really well with the colours that I've got in my craft room now. So, yeah, I don't usually colour match. I'm not usually bothered about colour matching my projects to my walls, because if I've bought the chart and stitched it, it's because I like it and I want it up, and I don't care what colour wall's behind it. But she's going to look gorgeous. So that was that. Then Pine Tree Cottage. Next I have a bit of unravelling to do, so I'm going to pause again briefly and then come back. Right, here we are again. Stitching time. Yay! There's no way to do this without shadow. Goes right across it. Hopefully it looks alright, because I can't really see the screen on my camera very well. It's so bright suddenly. It's been rainy earlier. Gloomy. So, I can't reach my notes. Let's see what I can remember. So in June, I finished off the bottom page here, page 55, which is Oh, those were confetti heavy. And like the bottom and the snow. And very, very, very little white in that snow. Oh, let's go the other way. It's, oh, lots of really pale shades of the colours that's bleeding into it. It makes it look nice. It's like the light reflecting on it wouldn't be white. So there's very little white, but the white looks better. Oops, go the wrong way. Because it's 1/1. This is 28 count Monaco. It's not pre-gridded fabric, so I'm gridded it as I go. So I think I've talked before about using Tiny Decisions app to decide where I go next. And when I started this piece, I've got this on bars now again. This is how much it's moved up in my plan to stitch it. So I started in the middle because I thought I'll get the hoop done first and work out from the hoop and it will look great. And the hoop, oh, the confetti intense, but actually the fabric in the hoop, boring. So boring. So I got that much done and I got really bored of it. So then I decided that I was going to work down instead. And then I decided I'm going to go all over the place with the mise. So I got the app to decide, and this is like 2 pages wide. You can see where there should be another page there. So the app could decide between that page, which is that gap there, which is page 46, and because I started in the middle, I hadn't done the top pages. So that's page 5 and page 6, and the app chose page 6. Let's see if I can get a good get in without getting too much shadow on it. There you go. So, so June, I got part of the page done as well. Went straight onto this one because I'm on restricted projects. It was my first time stitching these pink flowers here. They're full of confetti. How many shades of pink are there? There's lots. So we got all those shades of pink done. The book was a nice block of purple. This stuff, this side, oh, so many colours again. And so in July I finished the page. And I had my upstairs stitching spot available. Had a measure of bars. Decided that Trick or Treat didn't need to be on these big quantum bars. They'd fit on the next size down that I've got. This only fits on these bars. So now this is back on bars. Easier to stitch for me because I'm not having to wrangle loads of fabric. So, page finished. So now we've unlocked page 7. I could go across to page 7. So page 7 was added into the app, span the wheel, and it decided I'm going to do page 5. So I'm not planning to get this out in August. I've done 3 months with it now, and I'm getting to the point where I might be able to get my other projects out again soon, or at least I've got some others, kind of more full coverage, that are available to me that I can stitch happily upstairs on. So this, I'm not stitching this in August. 3 months I think is enough to just spend on it straight. 2 or 3 months? I think it was 3 months because I finished off down here. So there we go. I have got top and bottom now, but just not in the same column. But that's what you get when you use the app. I quite like it. I don't know what page is next, but I do because I chose this one. So when I get back to this, when I do decide I'm going to pick it up again, I'll get the page gridded and then make a start. I'll probably only do a few days each month on it. That kind of is the aim, really. So that's it for me. Hopefully I'll be back at the end of this month with another update. Things probably be a little more sorted out as to where I can work, and the work will be moving on to bits that aren't going to impact my stitching as much. As in, I'm not going to have to move furniture around every weekend. Because, I mean, the finished result is going to be awesome. But it's hard work. It feels like moving house without actually going anywhere. Just packing everything into boxes and then unpacking it. I've still got to unpack the craft room. Can't do that until the little bits and pieces are finished off. But, as I said, hopefully back in August I will see you all again. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for making it through to the end. Hopefully it's not too long. I think I've whizzed through it actually. Shadows, can't really do much about those. Got to record while I can. It's going to be noisy tomorrow because I'm coming in to do some work tomorrow. I'm going to hide myself away in my sewing room and sew. So, I shall see you next month. Thank you for all your likes and subscribes and comments. I'm really terrible at social stuff, so I try to comment and reply where I can. But I probably don't give enough back. Sorry about that. It's just the way I am. And I might do another stitch with me at some point, once I can get things sorted out. I've been watching a lot of YouTube and Stitch With Me's, and I'll be doing that a lot when I don't have the telly. I'll do the front room. I'm not going to be able to watch telly because it's all going to be packed up. So, I'm waffling now. I will try to see you at the end of August. If not, it will be sometime in September or the end of September, and fingers crossed I will have got a lot more done, got another page finished and page started on Eternal Promise, and if I'm really, really lucky I might be able to get Trick or Treat out again, because I did that for one day before I had to pack it all away. So, bye bye for now, have lots of happy stitching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.